I mean, I have been on your blog and I have read some of the testing or the quality control stuff that you had to go through on that afterwards. But just the fact that a large distributor wanted you, that had to have been excellent.
Yeah, it was very, very big, very big.
That leads us to one of my favorites of yours, and that's Fear of Clowns 2. Now, the reason being is that I don't know what it is. Maybe you've just really learned the ropes in between these, but the difference between the movies is night and day. It's the first of the two of your movies for me that really feel like this belongs in the theater. This is a quote-unquote real theater movie. So, kind of elaborate. Where do we pick up in Fear of Clowns 2?
The story picks up basically. It's at this point on I think it's nearly a year later, maybe 2 years later, and Detective Peters has a serious disease that's killing him. Basically, it's basically mad cow for humans. It's a real disease, and it debilitates your brain and starts to basically break you down. And the problem is you never really know how far you're gone. You know, you really don't realize how your faculties are breaking down. And so he decides, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the movie, he decides to get Doug Richardson out, because Doug Richardson has tried to break out a couple times because he still wants to go after Lynn Blodgett. And he decides that kind of as a last thing he can do for this woman, who he kind of has feelings for, you know, but he's not, you know, in his mind, he had always pictured himself like maybe getting rid of Tuck and being with her.
Getting together.
Yeah, you can see it at the end of the movie where they're kind of together, and he, you know, I actually told him, you know, when you see them kind of get together, you know, just have a little bit of, you know, there's a little bit of you wishing you were Tuck at that moment. So in the first movie, there was a little bit of pining for her, just, you know, kind of subtext.
I think you can see it. I think you can see it building in the scenes.
Right. So he's figuring at this point he'll get Doug Richardson out and he'll kill him. He'll just put him in the ground, and then she'll never have to worry about it. And it'll be kind of like, you know, his last, you know, like Make-A-Wish Foundation for her. He he's killed the clown who's been trying to kill her. So he does that, and things go wrong because, you know, Shivers escapes with two of his friends, two crazy friends who, you know, basically decide to get dressed up as clowns too, and you know, start massacring people.
Yeah, and they're gotten out by an orderly, I believe,
right,
played by Johnny Alonso.
Yes.
Yes. Well, before we get into any of the positives or the negatives of the behind the scenes, I do want to say that the acting in this one is a lot tighter. I think that the actors really knew their characters better. You have, for the budget, a tremendous production value in this one. You